Masculinity is under attack, not bad behavior, masculinity itself. The traits that built civilization, strength, courage, leadership, are now called dangerous. If you think that's progress, you might want to hear the rest of this. Hello, welcome to I Speak, the channel that says the quiet parts out loud. Today we're not tiptoeing around it, we're going straight into one of the most controversial, most misrepresented, and most important conversations of our time: masculinity, or to be precise, the war on masculinity. We'll look at how things used to be, what changed, what's happening to men now, and why it matters to everyone: men, women, families, and the society. Everyone. And by the end, I'll tell you exactly what I think needs to happen if we're going to fix this mess. So, when was masculinity honored? There was a time, not that long ago, when masculinity was celebrated. Men fought wars, built bridges, laid railroads, dug mines, farmed the land, and protected their homes. They were defined by all these hard tasks. Being a man wasn't just about muscles, it was about responsibility, honor, and sacrifice. This is what defined a man. For instance, soldiers fought for their countries, returned home, built suburbs, and took care of their families. The dangers they encountered on the battle defined them. The horrors, the soldiers only know about them. Fathers taught their sons to fish, hunt, fix cars, not just for skills, but for discipline and passing it along to other generations. In the communities, men were the protectors. If danger came, they stood at the front, and society knew for sure that without strong men, everything would fall apart. Sadly, this is becoming a reality now. Our grandfathers' generation understood something. We don't survive because danger doesn't exist. We survive because someone finds the gap, stands in the gap, and fills the gap. When did the switch happen? But somewhere along the way, the script flipped. Boys got told to sit still, stop being too rough, tone it down. Instead of teaching them to control their strength and channel it to something constructive, we started teaching them to be ashamed of it. The father figure's role shifted. Once it was respected, now it's portrayed as lazy, dumb, useless in social and mainstream media. We see it each and every day. Fathers in ads are often the butt of the joke, being portrayed as the weak ones. Then came the phrase toxic masculinity. It started with good intentions, targeting abusive behavior, but it didn't stay there. It became a label for masculinity itself. It translated to be a man, but don't act like one. We see it each and every day in schools. Boys are being disciplined more harshly than girls in schools for being rough play, even when no harm is done. Instead of giving boys role models, we gave them weak and shameful examples. Now, what's the effect of all this? We're seeing the results right now, and they are not good at all. Men and women are dropping out of college at record rates. Suicide rates among men are at record high. Marriage rates have reduced. Well, every man and woman nowadays are choosing to stay single than ever before. Fatherlessness is linked to higher crime rates, poverty, and mental health struggles. This is where we are right now. When you tell men they are not wanted, they don't magically become better. They check out. They disappear. And when men disappear, families collapse, communities collapse, and yes, entire civilization collapse. I've talked to very many men who would say, why bother getting married? Why bother going to college? Why bother at all? Because all these things, they're not seeing the benefit of it eventually, because everything has been turned against them. Now, here is why everything I've just said really matters. When you erase masculinity and you don't get peace, you get weakness, because masculinity at its best is not toxic, it's protective. We see this in action in each and every day. Firefighters running into burning buildings, soldiers defending their countries, fathers working many jobs to provide for their families. This is pure sacrifice and responsibility. That's masculinity done right. The man who stands in front of danger, the man who takes the hit so others don't have to. You kill that spirit, society suffers, and the society collapses. Strong men make safe homes. Strong homes make strong children. Strong children make strong society. So here's my challenge. So here's the choice that we have. We can keep shaming men until there's nothing left to protect us. Or we can bring back honor, discipline, and strength and teach boys that masculinity is not a curse. It's a calling. It's a responsibility. This is my call to fellow men. Step up, lead, take responsibility, not for power, but for service. This is my call to women. Encourage, respect, and expect greatness from men. Not perfection, but effort. If we rebuild respect for masculinity, we rebuild everything else with it, because everything entirely depends on masculinity. And let me make this crystal clear. I'm not encouraging violence. I'm not excusing bad behavior. Being a man doesn't mean aggression or abuse. Masculinity at its best is not about self-control. It's about self-control, protection, and service to others. It's about using strength for good, not harm. If you think masculinity means hurting people, you've missed the entire point. Thanks for listening. This is I Speak. Masculinity isn't the problem, it's the solution.